Darren Cole was a nobody, a 27-year-old convenience store clerk. He lived in a cramped apartment with a leaky ceiling, spent his nights playing video games, and avoided social interaction like the plague. He had no friends, no ambitions, and no confidence. Every day felt like a cycle of monotony until the night everything changed. One evening, after a grueling shift, Darren took a shortcut home through a dark alley. The streetlights flickered, and a sudden, deafening crack filled the air. A vortex of shimmering blue energy burst open before him, sucking him in before he could even scream. When Darren opened his eyes, he was no longer in his world. He lay on a grassy field under twin suns, staring up at a sky filled with floating islands and massive flying beasts. He sat up in a panic, only to be met with a strange notification appearing in his vision. "Welcome to Eldoria, Chosen One. Your stats have been maximized." Darren blinked. Stats? He looked down at himself and realized something was different. His body, once lanky and weak, was now lean and muscular. He clenched his fists and felt raw power coursing through him. Then another message appeared. "You have been granted the title, the Lost King, all skills unlocked." Before he could process what was happening, a group of armored warriors appeared, their weapons drawn. "Intruder, state your business," one of them barked. Darren raised his hands instinctively, but as soon as he did, the ground beneath them trembled. A shock wave burst from his body, sending the warriors flying. He hadn't even meant to attack. Realization dawned. He wasn't just strong, he was overpowered. The rise to power. Word of Darren's impossible strength spread quickly. Kingdoms sought to recruit him. Assassins attempted to eliminate him, and monsters fled at the mere mention of his name. At first, Darren wanted no part of this world's conflicts. He had spent his whole life running away from problems, after all. But then he learned the truth. Eldoria was on the brink of destruction. An evil tyrant known as the Shadow Emperor ruled with an iron fist. And Darren, as the Lost King, was the only one capable of stopping him. So for the first time in his life, Darren stopped running. He embraced his power, trained with legendary warriors, and built an army of outcasts who believed in him. With each battle, he grew stronger, not just in body, but in spirit. The cowardly loser from Earth became a fearless leader. And when the final battle came, Darren faced the Shadow Emperor alone. What was once an unbeatable force was now nothing compared to him. With a single blow, he shattered the tyrant's throne, ending his reign forever. The legend lives on. Darren was offered the crown, but he refused it. Instead, he established a new order, a world where strength wasn't determined by birth, but by heart. He remained in Eldoria, no longer a nobody, but a legend. For the first time in his life, Darren had found a purpose, and he was never going back.